See, that's the problem when I do all these things and then all of a sudden nothing wants to record. It's going now. It's going now. See, I didn't. The music came across, but nothing else was coming across. It should be working now. I assume you can hear. Yeah. Okay. See, I didn't wait until I could hear me. Sorry about that. So basically, what I said was, "Welcome everybody. Hi, welcome," and then also, sorry to hear about your dad, Jay. You know, at least he's at peace, as difficult as it might be. So what I was doing was cheersing to your dad. You know, very sorry to hear that. There we go. All right, so once again, the intro. Welcome back to the It Doesn't Make Sense channel. I'm Shoki. It is Home Friday Live. We have new home free, new Geoff Castellucci, a whole lot of new Maggie Bob, but we're only going to do a couple. New bass gang, new all kinds of stuff. So we're just going to get through it. Message got blocked. Well, how dare you? How dare you, Christine? Okay, so I'm gonna do roll call real quick. Also, guys, hit that like button, please. All right, so once again, there's me, there's Jay, there's Denise, there's Christine, Lisa popping in early, Trisha, Joyce. What's up, Joyce? Val Prime, Lady Scorpio, other Val is here. What else? What else we got here? Looking for a new name. Gotta scroll slowly. Patricia is also here. Sharon, who's here, but her stomach hurts. I know something about some stomach issues that I've been having all day, which is why I was late. Laura's back. John T. He's got a new phone issues. That's not fun. Okay, I've been fun. I have to go to urgent care tomorrow. That's not good. Been there, done that. Okay, so Eric Potter. What's up, buddy? Okay, sorry. I'm also trying to read some of these messages along the way here because I didn't get a chance to look at all these things here. Lisa Wells, howdy. We got two Lisas right off the bat, so we're doing good. We're doing real good. Okay, so sorry. I just wanted to do that. Oh, guys, that has been a long week because I worked on Monday, which I don't normally do. My whole week has been thrown off. Then everything else along the way got rescheduled. I had to move Patreon to Tuesday. I did men's group and therapy on Wednesday. I had a podcast on Thursday. No new podcast for myself this week at all. So if you are following the Now You Made It Awkward podcast, there is no episode this week because there's just no good time to make it happen. This week was insanely chaotic. Lynn Ramsey, what's going on? Present. Okay. I have a hair blowing in my eye. I could see it. Yeah, it's just, yeah. I'm so tired. Like it's like work has been stressful. Everything else has just been stressful. We're trying to figure out what to do. We've been trying to car shop, at least looking online for something for the wifey. We're now seeking out a personal injury attorney. She got connected with one this morning to see if there's anything to do about, because her foot is still kind of messed up. It's better, but it's still messed up. And there may or may not be issues with her neck due to the accident. We're waiting to get her an MRI for that. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. 172 likes, that's not possible. However, there's glitches like that all the time. So it is what it is. Just back from Jefferson City show last night. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm tired, bud. I mean, I know you're going through it, but I'm just worn out, and still got to work tomorrow. We're doing the Renaissance Festival on Sunday. It's gonna be a long weekend. I didn't get to take vacation. It just is what it is. Yeah, 172 likes. That would be crazy. Hold on, actually, I want to see, because I'm only seeing 8, but it hasn't caught up yet. All right, so let me pop over here. Because a lot of times what will happen is that it'll glitch from a previous video you were watching. That happens all the time. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to add the new logo to the show. So I did create a new logo a while back, but I kind of finalized it this week with new merch that was available for the patrons, at least. So there's that. That was me. Yeah, that because I thought if I did it, it would reset for myself. It was me. Luna, where's Luna? There's Luna. Hi. It's like I gotta look between my two different chats here. Okay, so let's just go over it real quick. Also, Windows did an update right before I got set up, so things are slightly wonky. I don't know what happened. Because now Firefox is doing what Google does when you just open a new tab to a video, it instantly starts playing. So I had to go through and stop every video that I opened for tonight and adjust the volume. So we do have the new home free, Oh Pretty Woman. Then we do have, like I said, new Geoff singing Jack's Lament from Nightmare Before Christmas. We got Maggie Baugh, Halfway to Go. I just picked a couple of the ones that she released today. We got The Bass Gang doing Gaston's song, starring Peter Barber, which is going to be interesting. I've got from Chris Rupp official / Cypress Fire. We got some Ed Sheeran. More Maggie Baugh, Looking at the Sky. Got some Melina Malice. It's a hurdy-gurdy cover of System of a Down. That's just for me. We got Hildegard von Blingin doing Come Little Children, so we get a little Halloween flavor going on tonight. I got to move the extra cam here. And let's see, we got First to 11 has a brand new one, which is the iCarly theme, which we'll talk about that when we get there. Got new No Resolve, new Jonathan Young, new Tommy, and continuing with the Tom Bet George videos at the end of the night. I did unlike myself. I mean, it's just normal. Oof, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. All right, so let's not waste any more time, and let's just get to it, and we'll hit this button here. And so we do have the new home free song here, Oh Pretty Woman, which, is it me or have they not done that since the sing-off? Right? I remember the sing-off was where they did this initially, I thought. I don't know if it's so much bushy as it just doing whatever the hell it wants, but I appreciate that. All right. Hold on. Yep, I just realized. It's like I looked over and I realized that, oh, I know why it, okay. Never mind. All right, let me fix this. There we go. We'll start over. Also, I've seen the thumbnails and stuff from this, so I've seen the crazy hair.
Pretty woman, walking down the street. Pretty woman, we kinda like to meet. Pretty woman,
I don't believe you, you're not the truth. No one could look as good as you. Mercy.
pretty woman, won't you pardon me? Pretty woman, I couldn't help but see. Pretty woman,
You look lovely as can be.
are you lonely?
So that was weird. Just the way he did the lonely. That I don't know if I like that. Also, the Bump It crowd is rocking tonight. Jesus Christ, Chance. I was like, Rob's the only one who doesn't have enough hair to actually pull off this look, so he just has a little going there. Adam over here, like, Tim doing what he can, of course. Just, oh my goodness. It's absurd. Okay.
You look lovely as can be.
Are you lonely just like me? Pretty woman, stop a while. Pretty woman, talk a while. Pretty woman, give your smile to me.
Yeah.
Pretty woman, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty woman, won't you look my way? Pretty woman, say you'll stay with me.
Oh no. It was Chatham. Chatham did it.
'Cause I need you. I'll treat you right. I'll treat you right. Come with me, baby.
Hold on, hold on.
Be mine
I made the joke. Was it actually Chatham?
tonight. Pretty woman, don't walk on by. Pretty woman, don't make me cry. Pretty woman, right? What do I see? Is she walking back to me? Oh, pretty woman.
It seems like they did a lot of the actual stuff they did for the original thing way back in the day. With Jimmy, yeah. No, I was just thinking because it looked like it was somebody who was blonde. I was like, the irony would be if they brought Jewel in, and that's what happened. Let's see here. The hair, the beards. Yeah, I think Adam at least should have got some more classic-looking glasses. That's just me. Hello, new people, if you're here. Also, is that we now have all three Lisas here tonight? Is that what's happening? All at the same time? Oh yes. I mean, you know what's funny is like that's probably one of my least favorite home free covers that they do, and that's not a critique of the song really. It's just like it's like if everything else is at like a 9, this is like a 6. You know, it's just like it's some song. Not to mention it is a very very short song. It almost feels like it should have been like in Tim's doo-wop album almost. Yeah, exactly.
I'll treat you right. I'll treat you right. Come
I'm just going back in.
with me, baby. Be mine tonight.
I just like Tim doing the do 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 do. I like that. Speaking of which, that reminds me. Give me just a second. While I was out of the room, I was reminded of a thing that I wanted to show tonight that I showed to the patrons yesterday. I gotta go pull it up. No, just pull it up there. Thank you. Okay, so I'll leave that there for now. I'll come back. Either way, it's still good. The funny thing is, like, they did like the 4x3 framing, but they actually put it out in normal, normal width. It's like they should have just put it out like that. Home free bobbleheads. You get some home free pops. That would be funny. Those I would probably buy. Okay, so moving on from the cuteness that was that. Also, just, man, the yellow. It is super yellow. Does Austin's jacket not match, or is it just the angle he's at? Because it's like the silk or, like, velvet jacket. That's actually sparkly. That does look different. Okay, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Right? Or, like, U2s or something? Sorry, my sinuses are still bothering me to a degree. And the weather does keep changing, which is very annoying. So if you hear my nose, you know, I'm sorry. I can't do much about it. It is what it is. The Philharmonics for the best. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Okay, so let's move on to Geoff. Geoff. And for anybody who's a VP coming in here and saying, his name is Geoff, stop saying it wrong. It's what we do here. When he's by himself, he's Geoff. But when he's with the group, he's Geoff. So it is what it is. This is how we distinguish between the two things. And there were a bunch of comments from last week's VoicePlay video. So I was responding to some of them. And I got a couple responses back. I just have not got a chance to look at those as of yet. So this is, of course, from Nightmare Before Christmas. And it's just Geoff by himself. So it should be interesting. I know he's got some crazy makeup going on. Geoff. Yep. Geoff. It's Geoff. I like Geoff better. It's annoying me. I'm going to have to do this on every video. Okay. It's going to be all skeletoned up. And by the way, for the most part, for the regulars here, you know that I tend to actually prefer Geoff on his own. I like Geoff and the Three Geoffs, realistically. A little bit more, because I just, most of the time I dig his arrangements. Sometimes they're a little out there. And sometimes I critique it because it's a quote-unquote bass singer cover. But other times, you know, I just like what Geoff does. Oh, wow.
There are few who deny at what I do I am the best, for my talents are renowned far and wide.
Nice.
When it comes to surprises in the moonlit night, I excel without ever even trying. With the slightest little effort of my ghost,
The makeup is on point.
I have seen grown men give out a shriek. With a wave of my hand and a well-placed moan, I have swept the very bravest off their feet. Yet year after year, it's the same routine, and I grow so weary of the sound of screams, and I
Sorry, I was just thinking about the fact he stopped playing the piano, but the piano was still going. My brain's like, how is that happening? I mean, obviously I know the real answer, but like in the video here, it's like, I don't know, it seems kind of very monotone. And I kind of had that weird critique of the last thing we saw with Geoff, where his acting was very, you know, flat. I hope it'll dig up a bit.
Year after year, it's the same routine, and I grow so weary of the sound of screams, and I, Jack, the Pumpkin King, have grown so tired of the same old thing.
Okay, I hear more Geoffs. That moon is legit looking.
Oh, somewhere deep inside of these bones, an emptiness began to grow.
There's something out there far from my home, a longing that I've never known.
I like that note.
I'm the master of fright and a demon of light, and I'll scare you right out of your pants. To a guy in Kentucky, I'm Mr. Unlucky, and I'm known throughout England and France. Bonjour. And since I am dead, I can take off
Yeah, I was right. It's picking up.
my head to recite Shakespearean quotations.
No animal nor man can scream like I can.
With the fury of my recitations. But who here would ever understand?
So I would give one idea. This is not a critique. It's just something I wish he had done. I wish he had shot this at 12 frames per second so it looked more stop motion-y. It would look cooler, in my opinion. It's like if they made it look, if he just gave it a crazier look. Because whenever he did the Monster Mash, you know, they did the thing where he's moving robotically, but they also changed the frame rate so that they were moving in a different, like, creepier way. He should have done it here.
That the Pumpkin King with a skeleton grin would tire of his crown. If they only understood, he'd give it all up if he only could. Oh, there's an
The fame and praise come year after year, does nothing for
these empty tears.
That was actually shorter than I expected. Oh.
Hey y'all, Geoff here, and
Yeah,
happy Halloween.
Jack has
This
a
video
nose,
was made
sort
with
of.
the support of spooky folks just like you, and all the wonderful souls over at
He just called me
Patreon.
spooky.
If you'd like early access to every single video I release, behind the scenes footage, or want to hop on a live stream with me, head on over to Patreon.
I
and check
like
it
the
out.
decorations they
I'll
had
see
set
you
up
there.
here. It's pretty awesome.
Extra special thanks goes out to
Oh, that's
Calder
awesome.
Draco, Helen Anderson, Diane Holland.
I was wondering how they did
Sarah
that.
O, Lori Templeman, Laura Mueller, Patricia Schumann, Debbie Goodling, Jordy
So
S,
much airbrushing.
Barb Wells, A.M. Person, Angie Woolard, Carl Thomas, and Melanie Thomas, Elsa M. Lagnestall and Dorothy Brune, and Debs Badger. Thanks again for watching, and have a safe Halloween. I'll see you in the next one.
You want a 0? Yeah. So this is one of those times where I don't know the original song well enough to go like, well, he should have done this to make it better. I just don't know it well enough. And so I can only really judge it on what was given. I feel like just some of the dips just weren't necessary to go as low as they went, but you know, that's just in my personal opinion. I can't base it off the original song. You know, the actual everything, the set dressing, all that, the makeup and everything was perfect. I just wish they had gone for a stuttering like frame rate to make it look like the stop action figure that it was in the first place. You know what I mean? The song was fine, by all means. I wasn't sure if he was going to add any extra Geoffs, but he had the vocals from them, so that was good. And I was thinking Zero was the name of the dog. I couldn't remember. So, either way, that was pretty good. I'm one of those kids who missed the actual wave of this movie. Like, I was pretty much the right age, but for some reason, I just never saw it when I was a kid. I have no idea why. And it's like, sure, I've seen most of it as an adult, and it just doesn't hit the same way. And I think the problem is I've seen like 20-minute chunks of it out of order, and so it's just like I have no investment in it whatsoever as it goes. Oh wow, everybody's all sick and stuff. Okay, Lynn, you have a good night. Go chill. Do what you got to do. Hold on. Having heard the song many times, it was good. Some of the dips were, yeah. I don't think any of them were too. There was nothing I would have called unnecessary bass. It was just like, There was one of those times where it's like, you're pushing it, but I'm not gonna. There's no official look. There was no official look. There's kind of a glance. There's kind of but there wasn't a full-on look, so it's fine. Of course, makes sense. You know, like Halloween movies. I mean, but it's not really a Halloween movie. It's a Christmas movie. It's a weird one. It's just one of those things. That's funny. And I do know a lot of females who were definitely obsessed with this movie for whatever reason. I have no idea. I think I know more females who are obsessed with it than males for sure. Okay, so moving on. We do have new Maggie. So there was like a whole bunch of songs, so I just chose a couple that sounded good by the title. So we got Maggie, Halfway to Go. Hold on. There we go.
There's no way, no way. When the light at the end of the tunnel don't show, when you still got miles to travel on the road, you're halfway there, halfway to go. The light at the end of the tunnel don't show, we still got miles to travel on the road. You're halfway there, halfway to go.
I'm enjoying this.
Still got miles to travel on the road. You're halfway there, halfway to go.
Alright, I know it's like really way too late to be pausing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So, like, just seeing the deer. I've seen so many deer this week. It's crazy. Like, I had to go for work. I had to go to a new area. Well, it's not even a new area. It's an old area, old stomping grounds as it goes. But I haven't been out there effectively in 2 years. So I was like driving through, and I'm like, holy shit! Like, I haven't seen this many deer in one place in forever. And then I realized there's a lot of people like actually putting out deer corn in their driveway, and so I was like, that explains why they're gathering where they are. I was like, holy crap. I was like, where I've been working for the last couple years, significantly less. Like, some here and there, but more like smaller critters. But deer was crazy. What the Denise? Okay, so yeah, I don't know what that was. So, remember witches. I don't know if I saw that one. That's fine. I mean, you could have just removed that comment, but it's fine. I don't even know what that was all about, but it is what it is. So, let's see here. Halfway to go. Let's finish it.
10 years is what they say, to turn around or stay. I'm standing halfway.
Stopped like literally within the last 20 seconds of the song. Wow, that ended very abruptly. She's like, go watch the other videos. I like that one because I like the idea of the perspective, you know, half full, half empty. But like, if you're in the middle, if you're at the halfway point, you know, you can either see it as you're halfway there or you've got halfway to go. And that's a weird one too, because one, they'll make you feel better. One feels like progress, and one feels like, you know, hopeful, I guess, in a way. Also, guys, it's like, if you're sitting out there and you think it's a good idea to just come in and say dumb crap in the chat, please don't. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and ask you to not do that. What? Oh. Oh. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, what was that? Okay, so you don't have to ban that guy. That was a friend. He just texted me. He's like, my bad. Yeah, I don't think you meant to type that there, bud. You dork. That's funny. He just texted me. He's like, sorry about that. It's like, yeah, pay attention to what you're typing there, my friend. Okay. It's funny. That was... Yeah, okay. I get what he was attempting to say. Yeah. That's weird. Why did it... Of all things for YouTube to catch, it was that either way. So yeah, sorry about that. I didn't even see the name realistically before Sorry. Should have paid more attention to the name. Dummy. Yes, I will see you tomorrow. That was just dumb. It was a dumb thing to type, you dummy. I was like, who just texted me? I was like, oh, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I should have paid attention to the name. It would have made more sense. Okay, so let me close this out. Either way. What was I saying prior to that? Either way, something meaningful. I don't remember. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, so work, deer, all that kind of stuff, yeah. Indeed, though. Complaining about working Saturdays. I agree with that part of the statement. The rest of it was silly. You dummy. Also, hey, I don't know when y'all were planning to go to the Renaissance. If you're still watching, yeah, we're gonna try to go Sunday. So maybe we'll run into y'all again. Okay, you can't reply for a while, so it is what it is. Okay, so moving on to the base gang. Oh, was I? I like how you're telling me I was gonna do that, Christine. I don't like doing their shorts here. Hold on. Okay.
Did I get any more presents from Sarah? She said there were 2 more coming.
Nothing else has shown up.
Okay.
Well, I mean, just because she placed an order for it doesn't mean it was going to be here in one day.
Yeah, I'll have her check her tracking. I gotta go call him anyways.
Okay. That does not count. But we will go ahead and take times for Miss Shoki now. And we'll go ahead and do a Funicorn. Here's Funicorn. There you go. It's Funicorn. It's Zerfuck's Hero. The Trophy of Apathy. And we'll take Miss Shoki times. That didn't count because she did not enter the room. Okay, hold on. Saw looking at the backyard and complaining. Really? Yeah, we pretty much see all that. I nearly ran over several turtles recently because they were crossing the highway. I was like, dude, why are you doing that? It was like in the one turtle, like everybody was trying to miss it. And there was another one in the grass, like right behind it. So I don't know if they were following each other or what just happened. But like he was trying to go like uphill, and like the next body of water was a good ways away. I'm like across a couple of roads. I'm like that dude's gonna die. Unfortunately. Okay. Anybody else? That's not a lot of times. Okay, we'll get that there. Okay. Yeah, make sure you put nice round numbers. No incomplete numbers, because then we're like, I don't know what time you were guessing. Let's see here. Okay, so 9:50 and 9:37. I'll go for a couple more seconds here before we start. Gaston. Gaston? Gastoff. It's a good joke. Okay. See, that's better. I'm going to delete the other one because I don't need that. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. There we go. I'll just... Yep, thank you. Go away. Okay. Good enough. Any more times come in, I'll catch them. So, moving on now, we got Gaston. This should be interesting. I wanna know who's gonna be playing. What was this little lackey's name? Le Fool. Supposed to be bears in there. Ammo makes sense. There are bears everywhere.
Who does she think she is? That girl has tangled with the wrong man. No one says no to Gaston.
Darn right.
Dismissed. Rejected. Publicly humiliated. Why, it's more than I can bear.
More beer?
What for?
This would have been awesome if he was wearing a wig to really, like, embody the character. Sorry, I'm backing up a little bit.
That girl has tangled with the wrong man. No one says no to Gaston.
Darn right.
Dismissed. Rejected. Publicly humiliated.
That's not good.
Why, it's more than I can bear.
More beer?
What for? Nothing helps. I'm disgraced.
Gaston, you've got to pull yourself together. Gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the dumps. Every guy here'd love to...
Maurice. I thought Belle's dad was named Maurice. Also, you know what's funny? It's like, I can't see my lights unless I look at the screen, but I looked up at the wall up there and I saw it turn green. I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Be you, Gaston, even when taking your lumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's awed and inspired by you. And it's not very hard to see why.
No one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's...
You know what's really funny is I keep forgetting he couldn't be there for the video. So my brain was like, who's missing? And then the video answered my question. Man, the way they've had to compensate for a quarter of their crew missing has been pretty impressive for these videos. I'll give them credit.
Next as incredibly thick as Gaston, for there's no man in town half as manly. Perfect, a pure paragon.
You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on.
No one's been like Gaston, a kingpin like Gaston. No one's got a slow lifted his chin like Gaston.
As a specimen, yes, I'm intimidating.
I want a guy like Gaston. Give 5 hurrahs, give 12 hip hips.
Yes, I am the best, and the rest is all trips.
No one fights like Gaston, douses likes like Gaston. In a wrestling match, nobody fights like Gaston.
There's no one as burly or brawny.
As you see, I've got biceps to spare.
Not a bit of...
This is... the scene in the actual movie is ridiculous, but the way they're replicating it here is so silly. Yeah. Yeah, it's mostly people singing about Gaston, but I still think it's kind of 50-50, really.
Scraggly or scrawny.
That's right, and every last inch of me's
Every last inch of him.
every last inch of me's covered with hair.
Oh my God, he's so hot. No one hits like
I've got him beat.
Gaston. Matches wits like Gaston. In a spitting match, nobody spits like Gaston.
I'm especially good at expectorating. Tui!
10 points for Gaston.
When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge.
Well, that was loud.
It was loud. Also, I'm pretty sure you'd be dead if you ate that many eggs at any given point in your life. A day. Edgar Springfield. Okay.
No one shoots like like Gaston, makes those feats like Gaston, then goes tromping around wearing boots like Gaston.
I use antlers in all of my decorating.
Say it again.
Who's a man among men?
And then say it once more.
Hold on. You're not gonna just sneak that in there like I didn't see. That is not a French sword, by the way. That's an elven blade.
And then say it once more.
Who's a super success? Don't you know? Can't you guess? Ask my fans and my pot hangers on. There's just one guy in town who's got all of it down.
And his name's Gaston.
I mean, it makes sense Peter would have that sword. That's one of his favorite things. Lisa, I appreciate you using the correct word there, because most people say gambit when they mean to say gamut. Yeah, in a way it doesn't sound like Peter. I think it's the mix, and I'm kind of okay with it. Let's see here. Yeah, I thought about that. We're like, what if they made him like absurdly big? That'd be funny. Bark scorpions. Yeah, those aren't fun, but they're not going to kill you unless you're allergic. They just hurt.
For there's no one as pretty and briny.
I will say, guys, I'm trying to talk. Nice. I will say that these are definitely the best arrangements they've ever done, the best recordings, because they get to be in the same studio to record for the most part. It's like no more doing this stuff from across the world and trying to piece it together and make it sound good, so I appreciate it. I like how they kept him in the video, though he's in a magic picture. Why? I know it was earlier in the movie, but like it would have been perfect to have the magic mirror, which I guess maybe that's what they were replicating. Should add like a green glow around it or something. Who is messaging me now? Oh, okay. Sorry, I got all these people replying to my comments back to them. How dare they? What did you say, Trisha, that you just retracted? I didn't even see it. So either way, there's definitely an improvement. And I feel like it's smoother, it's arranged better. Like, even though there's like a good amount of bass throughout, it all makes sense with the way they're doing it. There's nothing crazy about it. What was it, Denise? I missed it. Now you got to tell me. Well, I mean, any scorpion basically will sting. So, yes. But bark scorpions are like itty bitty most of the time. Like a bee sting. Okay. I just want to know how bad it was. Because typos are funny. Okay. Hold on. I have an itch. Good itching. I can watch the replay. Actually, hold. There we go. Let me just pop over here and I'll just go back a few seconds. Like, I'll just watch the replay and see what she said. Okay. That's funny. Why did you do... I don't know why you deleted that. Or did you just feel silly about what you typed? That's funny. bugs are not your friends. Yeah. That's funny. Now I'm just looking at it. Either way. Okay. Either way. Okay, moving on. We can't be dealing with all this silliness here. Okay, so we do have new Chris Rupp official Cypress Fire acapella cover of Ed Sheeran's Shivers. I don't know this off the top of my head, so this should be interesting.
Baby, you burn so hot, you make me shiver with the fire. You got this thing we started, I don't want it to stop. You know you make me shiver. I took an arrow to the heart.
This is
I
like
never kissed a mouth that tastes
super
like
low audio.
yours. Strawberries and something more. Oh yeah, I want it all. Lipstick on my guitar. Fill up the engine, we can drive real far. Go dancing underneath the stars. Oh yeah, I want it all. You got me feeling like I wanna be that guy. I wanna kiss your eyes. I wanna drink that smile. I wanna feel like like my soul's on fire. I wanna stay up all day and all night. Yeah, you got me singing like, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're closer, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. And we'll say, ooh, I love it when you do it like that.
Chris's hair is actually looking pretty decent. Like it's filled in nice, combed pretty good.
Ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're closer, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. Hey.
It's so abrupt. It just stops. Hey. I mean, I guess one good thing about Cypress Fire, they just get in and out and they're done. And they're always good. But yeah, that audio, that was just so ridiculously low. I couldn't make it any louder for myself. Or you guys, really. I was maxed out of what I could put out there and it wasn't even close. So, that was fun. I like these guys. Also want to know where they're at. Like, this looks like a rental place almost, because, like, there's nothing going on. Nice. No clue. Because they were crowdfunding it, right? They had the Kickstarter for it. That's a good question. Let's go find out. I thought they funded it, didn't they? Oh, original album comes out January 12th. It says it right there in the description. Some of us should have been reading this. That's no big deal. We forgive all typos when, you know. Yeah, there you go. New album comes out on the, what did I say? January 12th? Oh, yeah, right after my birthday. That would be a good present. Okay, moving on. We have more of this here. Yeah, that's a good point. That's also why I'm glad I don't live on the ground floor anymore. Way less bugs. I mean, like, we get the flying ones, but those are easy enough to deal with. I think it's time to change your water filter. Yeah, brown recluse you definitely don't want to jack with. I mean, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of very dangerous scorpions out there, but there's a lot of them that don't live in the U.S. Like, obviously, like, desert areas for sure. You know, the Middle East has some pretty bad ones. Like the Death Stalker is one of the most venomous on the planet. There's probably some in Australia that aren't good. But, like, it's funny that movies and TV will show you, like, the big, scary black ones, which most of the time are emperor scorpions, which have a pretty, like, even temperament. And, like, even though they're kind of big and they're, you know, kind of black and scary looking, their sting isn't horrible. Like, it's like a bad bee sting, you know. I know way too much about scorpions. That's what I get for having a particular friend who was into all that shit. And, of course, he buys because he's crazy. He buys some of the crazier, more venomous ones. He had one, I don't remember the name because there's a couple of them that could do this. They could actually shoot their venom from their tails, like, which is crazy, to like blind or whatever. And he had one of those because he's an idiot, but it is what it was. Some of the scorpions are pretty freaking cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm I'm strangely more keen on scorpions than on spiders or like tarantulas. Even though most of the time tarantulas aren't going to mess with you if you ignore them. You know, a lot of times you can just, like, I wouldn't pick up a scorpion and start free handling it, but you could probably get away with it with most just normal kind of tarantulas. Once again, still probably not going to do it. All right, Maggie bought Looking at the Sky. Okay. That's cool. Well, to be fair, there's not a lot of poisonous anything out there. Most of it's venomous. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We used to wave at planes passing by and watch the birds fly south for winter time. We used to wait for storms on end to see a rainbow at the end. Now if you ever catch me looking at the sky, I ain't there daydreaming or making shapes out of the clouds, or wondering what it's like to be up that high. No, I ain't sunset chasing or checking if it's gonna start raining. No, I just miss somebody on the other side. If you ever catch me looking at the sky, looking at the sky.
Okay, I'll find a place to pause. I like that, though. I like that. I'm not checking the weather. I'm just missing someone on the other side. Nice. It's not poisonous, Lisa. It's venomous. Like, things that are going to be poisonous are probably, like, some lizards, a lot of frogs can be poisonous, because poison is ingested, venom is injected. For anybody who needs to know that difference, it's like you get sick if you eat something that's poisonous, but you could drink venom and be okay, like, because it needs to be injected into your bloodstream to be effective, or into some soft tissue. You know, most of the time your digestive system is going to take care of it. You know, it's like there's a limited amount of things that are poisonous for sure, or something about them kind of sucks. You know, there's something about it. But that's like certain large lizards in the world. They're not venomous. They have crazy bacteria growing in their mouth, which is, when they bite you, they infect you with that bacteria, and that's how you die. It's not about even venom. Or sometimes their saliva can be so acidic it can screw you up. Yeah. It's like, I've been bitten by a black widow, like a little bitty baby black widow, and they hurt. Don't get me wrong. I've never been bitten by a venomous snake. Never been stung by a scorpion, surprisingly. Been bit by normal spiders repeatedly, because they're all venomous as it goes. It's just whether or not they're effective at all to humans. You know, because that's how they do a lot of their things. Yeah, there's a lot of neurotoxins. There's a lot of is that what they call it? Necrotoxins? Or hemotoxins? You know, where it breaks down your blood and stuff like that. No, because, like, so they sting or bite you. That's venomous. If you eat it, that's poisonous. That's the thing. It's like it's how it gets into your body that matters. Like if it's, I mean, if you want to consider like an external poison to be a skin irritant, sure, you can have something along those lines. That's a different. It's kind of a different story because it's not entering your body; it's just affecting your skin. But it can be done, of course. But like the crazy poisonous frogs from South America, like you wouldn't handle those, like because they secrete the poison, so that will seep through your skin and mess with you. You know, you sure as hell don't want to eat it. That's why they're brightly colored, so to keep things from eating it. Yeah, you don't need to test the difference. That is the difference. Like, I don't know off the top of my head, buddy. Mm-hmm. I mean, any kind of hornets, wasps, any of that, bees, as soon as they sting you, it sets off stuff to warn others to puts out a pheromone or whatever. I forgot what it's called. It's a targeting pheromone, something like that. It alerts them and puts them all into a crazed state to come and attack you. You know, been there, done that. That wasn't fun. I've been stung by God knows how many wasps. Never a bee, though.
We used to count the time between lightning strikes. When you lifted me up, I felt like I could fly. You pointed footprints on the moon, said, honey, there's nothing you can't do. So if you ever catch me looking at the sky, no, I ain't there daydreaming or making shapes out of the clouds, or wonder what it's like to be up that high. No, I ain't sunset chasing or checking if it's gonna start raining. No, I just miss somebody on the other side.
Oh no.
If you ever catch me looking at the sky.
Yeah, don't do that.
Looking at the sky. And what looks like reminiscing is me hoping that you're listening. So if you ever catch me looking from the sky,
Looking from the sky.
I ain't daydreaming, I'm making shapes in the clouds, or wonder what it's like to be up that high. No, I ain't sunset chasing, or checking if it's gonna start raining. No, I just miss somebody on the other side, and I'm down here keeping their memory alive. If you ever catch me looking at the sky, looking at the sky.
Yeah. No, fun web spiders are freaky. I don't like it. Yes, this is a very good song here. Correct. The thing about daddy long legs is they're not spiders, technically speaking. They are arachnids, but they're not really spiders because their bodies are not segmented in the same way. The weird thing is, like, I've heard it from both ways. Everybody's like, yeah, they're definitely the most venomous spider ever. They just can't bite you because your mouth is so small. And then I've heard other people go, no, that's just totally bullshit. It's like they're no venomous than any other basic arachnid. They have enough to kill the thing that they need to kill, and then they move on with their lives. That's like saying mosquito hawks actually kill mosquitoes. They don't. I didn't actually have dinner because I had a really late lunch, but I did have some of Mishoki's birthday cake. Tech geese versus snakes. Fucking geese. Let me start on fucking geese again. Geese are evil. Yeah. I still think it's bullshit. It's like yeah, they did. I remember. And the thing with baby snakes, as your boyfriend, I believe you've mentioned there, the baby snakes don't know how to control their venom, so they tend to put out an entire load per bite because they can't self-regulate. They haven't learned how. So that's why they're more dangerous usually than regular like adult snakes, because they have because adult snake might bite you but not envenomate. Like it might just be a warning thing. Like because they can do that. They can not envenomate you, which is always a fun word, envenomate. But the little baby snakes, they don't give a shit. They have no idea. They're just scared and they're biting you and they're gonna just pump you full of fucking venom. And it's just as potent. It's like, it's not because they're a baby. Oh, no, that'll be weaker. It's like, no, it's just as potent, and they don't know how to stop doing it. The crazy part is whenever, like, you get, like, snakes that sit there and they do this. They're like, you know, mean buggers. No, they're evil. They're not mean. They're evil. They do it because they're evil. I mean, swans are also evil, but there's less swans out there than geese. At least in my experience. Swans are bad too. Turkeys can be mean. They're also really, really dumb, but they can be mean. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we haven't heard from this lady in a bit. So I think it's Melina or Melina Malice. I don't know how to say her name. I don't want to butcher it too much, but we haven't had much hurdy-gurdy music in a while, and she's covering System of a Down, so this should be interesting. Hell no. Hell no to the water bugs. Toe biters. I thought that was part of it, that they've got like the pincers and they literally will latch on.
Cause we are the ones who want to play. Always wanna go, but you never wanna stay. And we are the ones that want to choose. Always wanna play, but you never wanna lose.
Yeah, because I remember Coyote Peterson literally had his big toe snipped by one. Yeah, they're not like venomous or anything, but they have like their claws or whatever are like super painful.
That want to play, always wanna go, but you never wanna stay. And we are the ones that want to choose, always wanna play, but you never wanna lose. When you lose my mind, you free
Nice. So, if you remember last week when I talked about how I'm not a fan of System of a Down, that is the only System of a Down song I like. The only one. And I really enjoyed that because it's a hurdy-gurdy and I like her voice. I mean, it's just really good for me. Still want a hurdy-gurdy. Someday. And that I will actually devote real time to. Unlike the automaton. Yes. That was a lot of fun for me. I enjoyed it very, very much. Lord of the Rings main theme played on a hurdy-gurdy. Ooh. Okay, so before we move on to Hildegard von Blingin here, I'm going to bring this over. There we go. I always got to have my own sound effects. So, yesterday I went to go see the new Exorcist movie, The Exorcist Believer. And whenever it got to the end credits, it started playing a modern version of the Exorcist theme, or at least, modern recomposition of it. And I'm sitting there and I'm go, this sounds like the Interstellar theme. Like, it sounds like it's the same key and everything. So I texted my friend Dante, which we did the podcast last night, about that movie. That podcast review will be coming out on the So You Like Horror podcast on October 20th, because he did one today for Friday the 13th. So I texted him. I was like, hey, you think anyone's ever done a mashup of the Exorcist theme with the Interstellar theme? And he's like, I don't know. Let's check Google. And within a minute, he replied with this. And I watched it, and I was like, holy shit. Okay. So, in my dumb head, all I heard was the Exorcist theme song. I can't even do it in my own head. And I said, that sounds like Interstellar. Because we actually did a Hans Zimmer night over on the Patreon a few weeks ago, which was a lot of fun. We need to do more composer nights. So this is a mashup of the Exorcist theme with the Interstellar theme. This is from Jimmy Margadeau. It's played on a DM20, I guess. I know.
Rama, are you reading these fortunes? It's unbelievable. The literal heart of darkness.
The power of Christ compels you!
The data Doyle received was just the initial status, echoing endlessly.
Oh, you're not prepared for this.
Your mother should hear when it's carried. Would you like to leave a message? I see that she gets it.
We got this far. We're farther than any human in history.
Well, not far enough. And now we're stuck here. So
I get chills when I get to this part. And just silence. So, for me, it was the weirdest part about it. Sorry. Oh, there were tubular bells in there. Okay. So, to me, like, especially the way he's arranged it, it sounds like two halves of the same song. And it was just funny to come to this realization just by watching the movie. So, I really definitely enjoyed that. Yeah, exactly. They're here. All right. I think it's the wrong there, buddy. That's the wrong there. Either way, so I definitely enjoyed that. I'll probably listen to that about 10 times yesterday because it was just a lot of goodness for me. Give me a second here. I need to come over here. So I can't do it here because copyrights, but I would play the Exorcist theme and the Interstellar theme separately. But I would say go and check that up on your own. Oh, this time it didn't do it. Okay. Hold on. Fine, since it's been said multiple times here. I mean, I'm not a horror movie person either, but when my buddy Dante, who's been doing me a favor coming on the podcast to fill in, needs somebody to fill in because all of his podcast co-hosts quit on him for this particular movie, I'm like, I'll go watch it. I don't care. I got nothing better to do. And it wasn't a bad movie, and we had a lot of fun talking about it, so I'm there. Caesar's sassiness. They're back in the mall, guys. They're back in the mall. Lane's hair, I don't understand what's happening. All right, so this is VoicePlay minis. And by the way, I've usually enjoyed the minis far more than their regular songs. Like, if you're new here, this is me. I actually, like, you can ask the regulars here. Most of the time, I like the minis. Like, without any hesitation at all. So, the Time Warp featuring Ashley Diane.
It's astounding. Time is
gathered, yeah.
Madness takes its toll.
But I remember doing the time warp, drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me and the void would be calling. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
See, I like that Geoff is both doing the percussion, but also just doing low vocals at the same time. He's saying, let's do the time warp, but he's doing it with low bass percussion at the same time.
Just a jump to the left.
Roll to the left and then step to the right.
Put your hands on your hips.
Roll your hips, you bring your knees inside. You bring your knees inside.
That really drives you insane.
Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
Well, I was walking down the street just a having a think when the snake of a guy gave me an evil wink. He shook me up, he took me by surprise. He had a pickup truck and the devil's eyes. He stared at me and I felt the change.
Time and nothing ever would again.
Let's do.
Hold on.
Time and nothing ever would again.
Let's do the time warp again.
There was a weird thing that happened there. Maybe it's just the encoding on YouTube, but it almost looked like there was a hidden cut there. Hold on.
Devil's eyes. He stared at me and I felt the change.
Time and nothing ever.
That's weird. I'm watching Ashley's eyes, and there's something about the way when she. Yeah, no, it's one of the weird things that I get hung up on. Hold on, I gotta see this in slow mo. Give me just. I know, guys. I know. You know how I am, though.
Time and.
Okay, yeah. So there's nothing cut there. It's actually just her makeup, like the way the makeup plays with the light when she opens her eyes. It's weird. I don't know.
Nothing ever would again.
Let's do the time warp again. And then I step to the right.
Put your hands on your hips.
You bring your knees in tight. But it's the pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
Very abrupt ending, but still fun. And you know, it's funny, as I've said this before, it's like this is the, once again, not meaning the pun, this is the lane I like them in. Like they kind of silly but straightforward covers. Like it's a lot more fun for me. I don't know why. There's something. That was a weird feeling. Also, I don't know that song that well. I think I've only heard it in passing. I know what it's from, but still. Hold on. Commercial kids hiding with chainsaw. Oh, that one? Yeah, that's hilarious. Where they're like, "Hey, let's go hang out in the chainsaw shed." Instead of, "Hey, why don't we get in the running car and just leave?" Okay, yeah, that is hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, sorry, my knee is itching. Something about this, the weather getting colder, is like re-irritating my my injuries on my knees. Like my knees felt really stiff this morning, and like the scar itches sometimes. Like I think it's still healing. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I was already being pressured into playing it before. I just wasn't going to. Not that I was like saying no, screw them. It was just it wasn't in the plan. It was like we could have saved it for next week, but no, we had to do it now. Okay. And for those who are new to Home Fridays, I have like a whole thing laid out and planned usually. You know, it's not like a request night and stuff. We call audibles sometimes, but it's usually like, here's a whole bunch of new music and or something very specific. 79, yes, it did. And by the way, I've never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I've never been remotely interested in doing so. As we've covered many times, I am not a musical, you know what I mean, musical type person. We've done a little bit of Octave. I'm trying to remember who it was. There's a couple of them that have ridiculous copyright problems. Voctave is not up my alley. Pentatonics is untouchable. Is it Street Corner Symphony? Is it those guys are the ones that always get us shut down, or is it someone else? I'm not watching that. I'm not watching it. I will never watch the Flash movie. If someone has it on and I go into their house, I will leave that room. So I do not have to subject myself to that shitty movie. Straight No Chaser, definitely. Not Street Corner Symphony. But you could see how I would get that confused. Okay. Yeah, Straight No Chaser. Oh, God, dude, they block every time. It's like a 15-year-old video of them doing a live singing thing at a college. Instantly blocked. I'm just not a fan of Octave. I feel like there's just too many people. You know, it's like I want anywhere from 3 to maybe 6 max, but Voctave is like, here's 15 people. Or however many it actually technically is. They're not bad, they're just not my style. Yep. Okay. So, more Halloween themey stuff going on here. Come, little children, from Hocus Pocus. Covered by Hildegard von Blingin. So this should be interesting. And for those who don't know, this is a bardcore band, group, loosely associated musicians. I don't know technically what they are. Pirates of Penzance. This song fits this style.
children, for life is this way, maddening beauty and passion.
Before it gets into the next chunk here, I didn't consider this, but we could do a verses on this song because we've got at least the Fox and the Hound and the Fox, whatever, them, these guys, and probably a whole bunch of other groups definitely covered this female wise. That might be a fun verses for this month. You know, squeeze it in somewhere. Look, Hocus Pocus is super dorky and massively dated, but the first one is infinitely better than the second one. The legacy sequel, as it were. But that's the whole point, John.
It must be this way, too weary of life and deceptions. Rest now, my children, for soon we'll away into the calm and the quiet.
Needs a guitar solo.
Come, little children, I'll take thee away into a land of enchantment. Come, little children, the time's come to play here in my garden of magic.
I don't know who sings for this group, but no, it's not Melinda. Yeah, I'm kind of with your husband on that one. Like, I think it is Bette Midler that I can't stand about that movie, to be honest. I mean, it is also incredibly dorky and cringy, and it's meant to be. And that was fun when, you know, I was 9. But, like, that is definitely a more female-centric movie, by all means. But I will say, like, the first one is so much better. We watched the second one last year. God, it was bad. It was so bad. It's funny. Baroque music vocal style. I don't actually know who the people are in the group, to be totally fair. Hold on. Let me see if there's someone who says. Hold on. But I discovered them through Erutan's wonderful cover of this group. So whoever... The extended lyrics have some rather foggy origins, but I discovered... Okay, interesting. All right. Yeah, I didn't even consider extended lyrics, so those are actually longer than normal. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I need to learn more about the group themselves, or singular artist. I don't know. Find out who technically sings for them. It'd be great. It's definitely not Melinda, though. I think the last time we listened to one, I was like, she sounds like Melinda. I just poked in to hit the like button. Bye. Fine, Two Wheels. Go. However, it didn't save you from definitely late as hell. Thought he was gonna not get the button, but he got the button. You show up after 9:30, you get the button. That's what happens. Mad Money. Nope. Haven't seen that. Don't know what it is. Giving up. Giving up now. Running Up That Hill in Middle English. Interesting. All right. Moving on. Dude. Hi, bye, Tuville. Stop popping. Stop, pop, drop. Shut them down. Open up shop. Okay, so we've been doing a lot of First to 11. They're dropping new music weekly. And they do mostly covers. I don't think I've ever seen any other originals so far. Might have to dig for those. But this one is Leave It All to Me by Miranda Cosgrove, and it's the theme from iCarly. And I am secure enough in my manhood to completely admit that I watched iCarly as a man in his like late teens, early 20s, and it was fucking hilarious. Like that show, as definitely dumb as it is now, by all means, looking back on it, and the going back to it in modern days even dumber. I laughed so damn hard at this show. Like, me and my buddy Shane, we got into it together somehow. I don't even know how we got into it, technically speaking. I think he started watching it and showed it to me, and I was just like, this is the silliest shit ever. And I definitely enjoyed it. So when I saw this, I was like, I want to see them cover this, because I'm a dork, and I want to see this. Bring back the memories. So I think one thing that's funny about the iCarly thing is that they were just YouTubers before being a YouTuber was really a thing. You know, they had a dumb web show, you know, and they included, you know, their friends, you know, which to have the wherewithal and ability at a young age to have put together something like that, granting it some form of reasonable doubt there. It's just like pretty amazing what they put together for a dumb kid's after school YouTube show on that. So I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of funny. Maybe that's one reason I became a YouTuber, somewhere deep inside my childish mind. But also, it's gonna be weird to hear a full on like version of the song, because I don't think I've ever heard the whole thing. Just the part that it cuts off for the intro. Okay, but to be fair, it was barely made for someone my age, and I mean barely. Like, really wasn't. But someone my age could get into it. It definitely was not going to be made for y'all. In no way, shape, or form. And, like, you know, definitely when they got older, it was a little bit different, you know. But I was already, like, I was raised on all the 90s family TV shows, and, you know, Nickelodeon and all that, and Disney all just spun up shows like that, just minus parents for whatever reason. You know, so we don't need parents. We can do all this on our own. We can have like this really awesome loft apartment and have an internet show and do all these things, and there's no parents around, just Spencer and his idiotic way of living. I did hate Spencer. I mean, I laughed at him, but he was definitely too big of a doofus for the person who's supposed to be keeping these children alive.
So make it mine and
Samuel. Happy birthday to you.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our cover of Leave It All to Me from iCarly. If you want to show some extra support like our friend Joshua Schwartz, click the link in the description to join our Patreon.
You're definitely too mature. No, see, I never got into Hannah Montana or any of the associated spin-offs.
You can find physical copies of all of our cover CDs, as well as t-shirts and hoodies.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment any songs you'd like to see us do down below.
And also the sequel / spin-off of iCarly and I forgot the name of the other one, which was Sam and Cat, and that's how fucking what's-her-face got her start. Damn, why am I drawing a blank? I can see her face. Ariana Grande. You know, she got her start acting and singing in those shows. I can't think of the show she was on. Something, not Justine. Something Justice. Tori. I don't remember. Not Justified. Something like that. I can't remember the name of the show. Never got into that one. That was definitely for slightly older kids, which somehow felt weirder. Like, I don't know. Even Stevens, Drake, and Josh. See, now, my ex's daughter got into all of those shows because they were specifically made for her. She did get into iCarly, but iCarly was older at that point. But she would watch the old episodes, like when they were much younger, and she enjoyed those. So, you know, there's something interesting there that you can go back and start watching the show over, and you know it can pick up again. I mean, I definitely wouldn't probably find it amusing now if it just that was the wave, you know. Like I said, I'm secure enough to admit it. Silly dumb things. iZombie, the wife liked it. I tried getting into it. I don't know. Couldn't really. I didn't dig it that much. It was just super repetitive. She's got a few good songs, but I don't like her, realistically. Until she proves otherwise to be. If she's less of a trash human that she kind of became there for a warrior for a while, then, you know, I'll change my mind. I still like some of her music, and she can sing incredibly well. Saved by the Bell, yeah, of course. Well, okay. Into anime, that's good. Bit different. A little bit different. I mean, Dragon Ball Z is still awesome, or as the wife calls it, Dragon Balls, because she's a filthy casual. Okay, so new No Resolve. They are covering the Michael Jackson classic Thriller, and they're doing it as a rock cover. Let's see, with No Resolve and From Ashes to New. So this should be interesting. White Knuckle Films presents College Years. I watched some of the College Years. Wasn't as good. It was really hard to read that. Okay. Wait, wasn't that Cotter, not Carter? Okay, so I don't know what exactly what this haunted house little thing was turning into here. Okay.
done, girl. But all the while, you hear a creature creeping up behind. You're out of time, 'cause this is Thriller, Thriller night. There ain't no second chance against a thing with 40 eyes, girl. You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller tonight. Nightmare just calling.
Okay, so I have to go back and point this out. I need a good shot of him. That was actually a pretty good one, and now I lost it. Dude is like just... I don't know if this is meant to be makeup or if he is legit just tattooed like from the neck down. Literally just kind of blacked out. If there's details there, it's too far away to tell, but it looks like he's just basically wearing a tattooed turtleneck. There, Laura.
Killer thriller tonight. Nightmare just calling. The dead start to walk and the masquerade. There's no escaping the jaws of the alien this time. This is the end of the night. They're out to get you. The demons closing in on every side. They will possess you unless you change a number on your dial. Now is the time for you and I to cuddle close together. All through the night, I'll save you from the terror on the screen. I'll make you see that this is Thriller, Thriller night. 'Cause I can feel you more than any cool would ever take. Thriller night. So let me hold you tight and share a killer, thriller, chiller, thriller. Yeah, tonight. This is Thriller, Thriller night. 'Cause I can feel you more than any cool would ever take. Thriller night. So let me hold you tight and share a killer, thriller.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell. The foulest stench.
So guys, we've been doing all the zombie movies wrong all this time. All you had to do was play loud rock music at them and then they just die. And if it's not good enough, play harder. Because literally what just happened there. He just played harder at them and they died.
In the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver. For no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller.
Sorry, we're dead. Well, it's definitely better than their cover of Believer, but that's mostly because I don't like the song. I mean, to be fair, I'm not a Michael Jackson fan. I know. just come at me, bros. It's like, I'm just not a Michael Jackson fan. Doesn't do anything for me. Also, why are you just bringing up Firefly? It's not Bonanza, it's Bonanza. Bonanza. All right, couple more to get through here, guys. I mean, I'm a brown coat. Yeah, I don't like Believer. That's what it is. I've mentioned this repeatedly, and then we did a Believer versus. So either way, we got Jonathan Young doing Drinking Blood. I don't know if this is an original or if this is a cover. I have no idea. I think it's an original. It says Children of Night, so I don't know. Well, that was loud. Okay. And we also, it feels like we haven't done, okay, so this album is called Children of Night. Got it.
Victim, another funeral you won't attend. I feel the pain that you inflicted. I see the faces of the condemned. What will you say with my blood on your hands? You scream Armageddon, hate like a drug, hell or to heaven. You're not the judge. Getting dirty, grave that you dug. Say I'm unworthy, at least I'm not drinking blood.
Yeah, that's a really good point. At least I'm not drinking blood. I was trying to figure out what this looks like. The pendant he's wearing almost looks like the one from Raiders. Hold on. I think it is. It looks like the pendant from Raiders.
After it ends, so we ignore since we couldn't stop it. Keep the magic mirror's commands. Make sure to wash all that blood off your hands. You scream Armageddon, hate like a drug, hell or to heaven. You're not the judge. Hands getting dirty, grave that you dug. Say I'm unworthy, at least I'm not drinking blood.
It's gonna get heavy now.
You're not the judge. No, you're not the judge. At least I'm not drinking Can't be afraid of the dark. We are
That was fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I like that. Yeah, about that. Stargate is a series, and unless they're going to do a continuation of Stargate Universe, I don't want anything else from them. They left that series hanging, and they just kind of screwed over Stargate Atlantis, and I don't care other than that. I don't want to reboot. I don't want to go back to before, anything was ever formed, to the early days when they first found the Stargate in Egypt. I don't want any of that. I just want a continuation of what we had, because they left it on a cliffhanger, and that's annoying as shit. Nah, later ones were definitely better. I do want to know what that pendant was that he was wearing. I don't, now that I look at it, like, I think the one from the like the staff of Ra or whatever it was, I think it actually has little cutouts for like where the wings come up, so I don't think that's exactly what it was. Hold on, you scream Armageddon, hate like a drug, hell or no heaven, you're not the judge. Okay, I wanted to see the lyrics here, because I couldn't quite understand them. It was very loud. Okay. Still really cool, though. New music from Jonathan's always a good thing. And I did see that he was just interviewed by the Peter Barber. The Peter Barber. One of these days I'm going to sit down and watch all those interviews. I never saw Hogan's Heroes at all. I know what it is, I just never watched it. Let's see here. Alright. Moving on. Okay, so we have new Tommy. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this. It's this song as a metal cover. Let's see here. I don't hate AIK. It's just a funny part of the song, and you AIK supporters shouldn't take it seriously. Okay. I have no idea. Never heard of this song. Never heard of the person who sings it originally. Sarek? Okay, so new one. Totally new on me here. It'll probably make more sense. What language is this? I thought it was German. Am I right? I'm not sure. Yeah, this one's a new one entirely. I have no idea. So the song is from... Let's do a Google. It was written by Martin Eriksson. Yeah, it could be something in Swedish. It's just... It seems spelled with actual letters, so I don't know. Hold on. That's Sarek was from... Yeah, I was going to say literally Star Trek. That's funny. I'm going to sit here. Okay, hold on. Song by Sarek. Let's see here. Schlager and Volksmusik. Okay. That's not useful. Here we go. This is in English. That might make my life easier. It not giving me enough information. That's annoying. Okay. Yeah, that's the hard part. Is I can't. I mean, it looks German, but I could be wrong. I don't know if that's useful. Swedish. Yeah, me either. Are there lyrics? Oh, here's lyrics down here. Yes. I don't know. We got some umlauts and other things going on, so I don't know. I'm looking for a word that I would recognize as German. That's why I was thinking Vaten sounds German, but it doesn't mean it is. I don't know if you guys can even see that realistically. No, I don't think it's German. It might be Swedish. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Either way, we don't know what it's saying. It's literally Overland och hav. Yeah. Yeah, another guy literally has it on here, 100% real Swedish. Okay. As I see other people who've reacted to it so far. Interesting. Okay. Now, I mean, it's a nice song. Rockified. This is one of those things I just want to know. The yawning has begun. Ugh. Also, I got like no sleep last night. We stayed up super late on the podcast, so I think I only got like 4 hours, maybe 4.5 hours of sleep last night. Worked, took a short nap this afternoon, like maybe 30 minutes. So the fact that I'm even still awake is impressive. Okay, I'll reread that later. I'm sure somebody's mad about me commenting about how bad their particular comment was. Yeah, it could be Norwegian. Oh, goody. Neighbor's power hammer chiseling again. Sure. That's happening. All right, guys. So, if you don't really feel like sticking around for the light show that we're about to do, we're watching another Tom Bet George thing. Let me close that there. I'll go ahead and say good night to y'all. And also, just in case these things get shut down, you never know what the songs that he uses. So, if you're cool, you're free to go. If you want to watch the light show, by all means, stick around for the next 3 some odd minutes, and then we'll end. So this is When the Lights Come On, Asking Alexandria 2023 Halloween Light Show and Fire Show. So, no, not tonight. It's a little bit late. Yeah, she didn't come in.
There's a world past the curtains of eager excitement, a sea of impatience, waiting incitement. It's all so enticing, it's all mesmerizing, it's all hypnotizing, the rhythmic of Galen.
God, this has a lot of energy. I like this. This is fun. Every time the fire goes off, it's just fun. Though it is interesting, no drones. No drones this year. Maybe it's the whole thing. Or maybe it's incredibly difficult to synchronize 340 drones, 400 drones.
Dissipating the energy through the walls, reverberating. So captivating, the buzz generated. It's invigorating, I feel elevated. Bring the house down. Breathe in, out. In, out. In, out. When the lights come on, when the crowd goes wild, wrap the roof up over here, take it to the stratosphere, stand up and scream it loud. When the fire flies, wrap the roof up over here, take it to the stratosphere,
Yeah.
when the lights come on.
Sorry. Obligatory. Well, speaking of fire, so he does have LED screens over these windows to make the effect. I will say that, like, the old display, like at the old house, because he had his whole garage door that he could basically make into a whole LED screen or panel, however you want to look at it, and make megapixels. It was just a different setup. Like, I feel that he's got like a bunch of cool stuff going on, but he's missing a lot of the visuals that he used to be able to create because he had screens. But like, he's doing a lot with the spider web in the middle, but he doesn't have like a whole ass wall to turn into it. And also, like, he's got an archway over here with the bats and a tree, but over on here on the left side, there's not much going on at all, and it feels a little bit unbalanced. And there's a little too much similarity between his Christmas and his Halloween displays, at least for this house. And it almost feels like he could have used his backyard for a lot of it, since that's where he does all the drone work. But I feel like instead of just utilizing the windows that he's got there, he probably could have used the entire wall if he really felt like going that far.
When the crowd goes wild, wrap the roof up over here, take it to the stratosphere, stand up and scream it loud. When the fire flies, wrap the roof up over here, take it to the stratosphere, stratosphere.
Sparkles. Ah, that's fun. That is a lot of fun. And his taste in music is fantastic too. See, this house right here down in the bottom corner. I loved this setup, like, because he maximized it. You know, there's more of them over here. Like, so many people are doing similar things now. It's really, really crazy. Oh no. Plankton Scenes, Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Oh, dear God. Either way. I'd never heard that song. That song is badass. I've heard of Asking Alexandria, but I've never listened to them. That is a awesome group. A group. I wonder if we should redo Don't Fence Me In. Really? Maybe. I think they should remake a few of their songs that they did in the early days. You know. Agreed. But last year he was doing the drones. Like, that was this right here. The Metallica Stranger Things. Like, that, the perspective on that was nuts. Yeah, just in general, the entire, like, both Halloween and Christmas drone display was crazy. So, either way, it's quote-unquote more subdued this year. except for the pyrotechnics, which is kind of cool because the pyro goes off, creating some smoke, and then the lasers go through the smoke at the top. It's like, that's pretty awesome to make that happen. So either way, thanks for coming and hanging out, guys. I do appreciate it. Come on, music. There we go. Excuse me. And if you are new here, by all means, if you like what we're doing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It would be nice to eventually get to 1,000 subscribers so that YouTube can totally take all the money. Right now, they just take imaginary money. And, you know, October's been pretty crazy so far. Tomorrow, I got to try to get back on track. I've let myself get away from doing all the things I need to do. And need to whip myself back into shape, both physically, mentally, and on the YouTube sense. But let's see. Do we have a? We don't have a no Patreon thing coming up this Wednesday. I had to think about when this was. That will be next week. If you are interested in the Patreon, you can become like these awesome people for as little as $5 a month to help support all my channels. And you know, believe it or not, it does help. Like you know, as little money as I technically make, it does help a little bit. I have no idea what schedule's going to look like, but we'll hopefully do at least a Thursday next week, Thursday and Friday. So if you are going to the Home Free show this weekend, I'm jealous, but also be safe anywhere you are out there in the world, because the world has gotten crazier and crazier, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. So be safe, you know, take care of your loved ones, take care of yourselves. You know, and of course, prayers to Jay and his family for the loss of his father recently. That's not the easiest thing to do in the world when it's one of them, but to lose both parents within, you know, a 2 or 3 month span is difficult enough. So I will see you guys next week. And remember, as always, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be loud.